Hi friends and subscribers, and it is a cloudy day, look at that, on Starry Hilder's homestead, and I am going to bring you inside, hold on, I'm going to bring you guys inside our off-grid home and show you some of the things that we do that helps conserve on electricity during these cloudy days, and also kind of give you a little bit of idea of how we set up our homestead so that we don't have to use a lot of electricity. You know, believe it or not, if we didn't have those solar panels out there, we would be just fine. We could survive without the solar panels, and that really is a key when you are setting up a homestead that is supposed to be self-sustainable. So let's talk about lighting off the grid. The point isn't that we have electricity and we have solar panels and we probably have enough to have lights on today. That's not the point. Our lifestyle is one that really focuses on simplicity, being conservative, and that really does involve using less electricity even though we may have it available. So the first thing is on cloudy days, let me show you, we're really lucky because the design of our home is such that we have a lot of passive solar, which means, when I say passive solar, it means passive lighting from the sun. And even though the sun's not out today, I want you to look, it's still pretty light in here because we designed it with the windows up there. We've got windows all over the front here. So it does give us, even on the cloudiest days, which I'd say today is pretty cloudy, some light. But back to our kitchen, instead of just flipping on our lights, and I've got special LED and all the fancy light bulbs too that doesn't take a lot of wattage, you know, and people may be saying, well, why don't you just turn those on? Again, it's a different mentality of thinking, and I truly do want to be an advocator of so I'm in my work area, and this is where I don't need a lot of overhead lighting. I just need light where I bake or I cook. And today, this is a Starry Hilder commercial break. Look at this. Oh, look at that. These are apple strudel pies that I baked for my husband. Aren't they lovely? That's the commercial break right there. So on to the lighting. So because I need pinpoint lighting, I like to use, and these are really cool. I don't know if you can see these, but let me bring you over there. These are Ozark Trail lights. I got them at Walmart. They're super cheap. They're 100 lumen. And look at that. You talk about being bright. And I like it because I can hang them right onto my cabinet and pinpoint right on my recipe. Lights up my whole area. And I don't have to use my overhead lights. Great. Oh, look at that. Where did this come from? This must be my home canned butter. Isn't that amazing? Oh, I should really go into my pantry and show you what we have in there too. Look at that home canned butter. That recipe actually works, people. Okay, so instead of turning on my overhead lights, I keep a nifty little lantern in here. I want to pop, look at that. Isn't that awesome? So we have overhead lights in here, but this does a wonderful job. And this again is an Ozark Trail lantern, and I can come in here, turn this baby on, because we don't have any skylights in here. This is a very dark room, and it's dark because it's our pantry, and I can come in here with this, and look at that. I mean, it lights up the whole room, so I don't need to turn on a light bulb. Another nifty thing on an off-grid cloudy day. So I'm going to take you guys into our shop area and show you something that, if you're thinking about going off-grid, you really should purchase one of these. It's called a button fan. And I don't know if you can hear it. There's a little bit of noise, and it's actually right above my head. See, what happens in the fall is the house isn't cold enough to really start a fire. So what we end up doing, we have 2 wood stoves. One in the main house, our kitchen queen, and then we have our other stove out here in the shop. So today, to take the edge off, we decided to start a fire, but you know, we want some of that heat going into the main house. So in order to do that, we rig up these direct current button fans. Now, here we are in the shop, and I'll just show you. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? So we take these button fans, and the beauty of it, it is direct current. You can wire it right into your battery, and it only takes 0.10 amps. Not a lot of juice, people. And then what happens is that button fan runs, and it really does make a difference. I can feel the difference as soon as my husband turns it on. It was actually 62 degrees in here, which is, for me, just a little bit too chilly. And then when we turned the button fan on, it went up to 66 degrees. So real quickly, I'll show you how bright our bathroom is. I do not have a regular light bulb on, but it does look like I have a regular light bulb on. Again, I just have one of those Ozark Trail lanterns on, and it is super, super bright. And what really helps is because the design of our house, again, incorporated passive solar. We've got a beautiful skylight. So on cloudy days like this room does stay pretty darn bright. And we also, look at that, we have a window that is in our bathroom. It's an interior window, so we not only get the sunlight from the passive solar, but from the other room too. So it really is a great design, but not one light bulb on, just that. And we also still use a lot of, you can see me in the a lot of those LED. I got these off of Amazon. These are really nice too. I've got those all over the house too. They're bright, but the Ozark Trails are 100 looms. These, I believe, are not as many looms, but very nice for the evening. Okay, so now you guys know what to do on a cloudy day, right? Right? You're going to turn off your lights, even if you are on the grid, and start thinking like you're off the grid. And change that mindset, because that's what it's about. You know, our homestead, we have said this before, is set up to be 100% self-sustainable, even without the solar panels. So just because we have the juice doesn't mean that we should be wasting it or, needlessly flipping on all the lights when we really don't have to. And again, have fun with it. Buy one of these. These are awesome. They're super cheap, and hang them around the house. You could have like an off-grid vacation day, really. So on a cloudy day, I'm sorry, I hope I'm not blinding you guys. Get off the grid with your thinking, have fun with it, and start being conservative, because if we all started doing that, the world would definitely be a better place. All right, until next time, God bless you. Oh, and just remember, you can find a lot of these things in my Starry Store on my website. I'm going to post it right there, www.offgridevolution.com. Until next time.